Well, from the medical point of view, the rule is that it's best to seek for professional help if you are trying to get pregnant naturally since more than a year or 1 year. So I think it's a good rule, but there are also exceptions. I think, for example, if you're already a little bit older in terms of fertility, for example, 40 plus, like most of my clients, then I think, yeah, you have to realize that these years are really very valuable and it's now or never, and don't waste them. Don't seek for professional help in time. Also, another exception, I think, is if you really feel, if your intuition says that there is something wrong with your body in terms of fertility, I would say let's have it checked. Trust your intuition and trust yourself in this. I think that's important. And to my personal opinion, it might be interesting to also have your fertility and more specifically your egg reserve checked in a very early stage, even preventive, because there are a lot of, well, not a lot, but there are some very non-invasive, simple tests to check this. For example, a blood test for your anti-Müllerian hormone, often in combination with an ultrasound to count your antral follicles, your small follicles at the start of your cycle. And then if you know, for example, that you have an egg reserve that is less than average or even low in worst case, then at least you can seek for professional help in time and don't have to wait for a year maybe. I think it's a pity that this isn't told us more often. And then, of course, besides the medical part, the medical professional help, there is, of course, the emotional professional help. I have to say this as a fertility coach. This is often seen as something secondary to the medical part, or nice to have, but not a must-have. But I think it's, to my personal opinion, as a fertility coach, of course, it's also important that you're in a positive vibe and don't have too much mental blockages. And I would say even the emotional professional support, don't wait with it until you're already at the end of your emotional rope. For example, in your decision process, which is the basis of everything, of your whole fertility process of your life, for example, it can already be very useful to seek for professional emotional help.